speaking of bad teams, potentially the wheels could come off for the Miami Dolphins. And I think Tyreek Hill. And look, I'm always looking for reports, especially reports that support things I already believe.
Yeah.
I've already believed that if the Dolphins struggle and Tyreek Hill has a couple of games where he gets targeted 3 times, but he's open on every play, as most great receivers believe they are, and many are, he's going to want to be traded. It's Devontae Adams a year ago. I firmly believe the Raiders got Devontae Adams to just give it a try, and if it doesn't work, we'll trade you. I wouldn't be surprised if at some level when they had those meetings with Tyreek Hill, after he said, I want out, they convinced him, look, just give us a try. And if it works, then we'll ride it out. If it doesn't, we'll find you a place where you can pursue a Super Bowl ring or whatever. So Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reported over the weekend that teams are monitoring. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I'm not saying that, he's not backed that up by someone who said it. Why wouldn't you be monitoring Tyreek Hill for a potential trade? The tea leaves are screaming this guy could be available.
That's right.
And I'm not saying the 49ers should trade for him. I don't know who would want him. But a certain team under the right circumstances, and we are going all in, and maybe for just a short period of time, this guy can make the difference. If we can control him for a short period of time, if we have the infrastructure to keep him from becoming a problem, and he's sensitive to the fact that he's viewed as a problem. If we can just capture lightning in a bottle, he could be the difference between winning the Super Bowl and not even getting there.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a difference maker. We know that. He's still in the conversation for the most explosive wide receiver in football. I hear you're right. The tea leaves are screaming. It sounds like, it feels like that marriage or relationship could come to an end. It does feel that way. I think part of the reason he's been on his best behavior is, one, hey, I don't want to mess it up with the Dolphins and money and contract stuff and all that. But I think he realizes if he wants to go to another team, he can't act like a jerk. He's on thin ice as far as there's already, I think, teams in the NFL that will just be like, I don't know if we want to deal with Tyreek Hill and some of the stuff that comes along with it, right? So it's going to be a special scenario there. And I look at it, too, and to me, the most intriguing thing here, and you brought up the Raiders and how that went down with Devontae Adams. I mean, I look at this, too, and go, man, I mean, Mike McDaniel, he sure the hell ain't going to want to trade Tyreek Hill. I mean, hey, we've been talking about it. I think a lot of people in the national media talk about it. If the Dolphins don't go to the playoffs this year, I mean, Mike McDaniel seems like he's going to be on the hot seat for sure. If they're going to look to trade Tyreek Hill, that tells me, yes, that Chris Greer, GM, he's already worked behind the scenes about let's look to the future here, right? And let's see what happens there. And I can't imagine the coaching staff or Tua or anybody like that is going to want to throw in the white towel at this point right now with Tyreek Hill. So,
not yet.
Yeah, it might take
has to be,
early
the
season
wheels
struggles.
have to come off.
Right, early season struggles. Right.
Yeah, let's do everything we can to load up the cannon and take a shot at getting to the playoffs and winning a playoff game for the first time in 25 years. I don't know that they're going to win a playoff game. Let's just try to get to the playoffs. If the wheels come off and if Tyreek Hill is popping off again, because I think he's able to, he found a way to ignore how he felt last year when the regular season ended, and he said in the locker room, it's time for me to leave Miami. He's found a way to set that aside for now. That comes back if they're 2-4. That comes back if Tua's not getting him the football. That comes back if he's not on track for 1,700 receiving yards. And at a certain point, it's like, get this guy the hell out of here. Like, we don't need this. I think at some level, Mike McDaniel would view the absence of Tyreek Hill from his life as a relief, right? Now, I understand you're giving up a great talent, but I got a feeling a lot of his day-to-day crap that he has to deal with leads back to Tyreek. Yeah, I don't know that, but I just kind of got a feeling. Sure. I got a feeling Tyreek's a handful. Based upon things we've seen and heard over the past few years.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with what you're saying there. The problem is what he does for that team and that offense. That's when Tyreek Hill is not healthy or not the same or not hitting on all cylinders, we all know and we all look at it and go, yeah, it's good. I mean, yeah, they run the ball. Yeah, we like Jalen Waddle. He doesn't always stay healthy either. So Tyreek Hill is the number one chess piece for Mike McDaniel. Him going all over the place, sideways, zoom, 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 and all of that stuff. Throw him a screen, throw him the ball down the field, whatever. He has such great value to everything they do. He opens up the run game. He opens up the pass game. He opens up all the 5-yard throws for Tua because they run him deep and then they get people underneath so Tua can throw it 5 yards. He's probably sick of that crap too. Wait, I'm the best downfield threat in football and we don't ever throw the ball downfield? Really? Here you go. 4-yard out route to Tyreek Hill just on cue. Oh, here we go. Tyreek Hill. Oh, 5-yard out route to Tyreek Hill. So he's got to be annoyed with his offense at times, and then, of course, he supplies so much for the offense to get open, and there's one down the field, and that's what he can still do. But, yeah, it's something to watch, that's for sure, Mike.
I was intrigued by Malik Washington in the preseason opener, Dolphins-Bears on Sunday. He was the favorite target of Tua in the one drive.
He was.
That they were on the field for. Tyreek Hill didn't play in that game. Malik Washington's a 4.47 guy. Tyreek Hill is a 4.29. At least he was 8-9 years ago. I don't know what Tyreek Hill is now. He's still explosive. He's still fast. But again, do you think this is his last year there no matter what?
No matter what, this is his last year. And I'm with you in that I look at it and go, I think it's 50-50 whether he makes it through the full year. I'm with you there. There's a reason this report's out there. And teams are seeing the tea leaves scream, just like you said, too. So they're calling. They're making sure, hey, is he available now? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I think this will be something to watch for, especially like you said, if they get off to a slow start and don't look like they're playing very well.
Injuries will be a factor, but also who the contenders are will be a factor, and who's willing to make the move necessary to get him. And obviously the Dolphins will be better off if multiple teams are jostling to get Tyreek Hill. But we'll see. That would be a piece that would really shake things up as the Tuesday after Week 9 approaches, whether it happens then, whether it happens early, whenever it may happen. We saw it with Davante Adams last year. It didn't work. It was a wasted third-round pick for the New York Jets. But they were desperate at that point. And that's the thing. Desperation, opportunity, injury, so many things will come together to potentially get a team to pull the trigger on a Tyreek Hill trade. So we'll see. But the first step is the Dolphins stinking and Tyreek getting frustrated, and then, all right, let's move on, just like the Raiders did last year with Davante Adams. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.